Hi everyone, welcome to the third Sunday of Ordinary Time, and today we see Jesus fulfilling a prophecy of going to the northernmost tribes of Israel, Zebulun and Naphtali, and fulfilling what we hear in the Old Testament. This land was in darkness, but now has seen a great light. And the reason for that is that when you see how Israel is kind of set up, you have these northernmost tribes. And so when an invading force came in, which is originally Assyria, if my memory serves me correctly, that was the first tribes to get conquered, and then it just kept going and going and going. And so, and also then these are the first people to be assimilated into a different faith, and so when you think about maybe a part of your town, your state, your country, or the world where you think, man, we say these weird things like God's left that place, you won't find God there or something like that. Well, that's kind of was the thought process of Zebulun and Naphtali, but there was this prophecy that when the Messiah comes, he's going to make people's wildest expectations come true, that even a place like that is going to receive light in darkness. And that's just a beautiful image for us. And Jesus literally does it. And so this isn't just some nice pie in the sky idea. I mean, Jesus literally goes into the darkness and he starts proclaiming the good news. He starts proclaiming the kingdom of God in the place where no one else thought he would do it, no one else expected him to do it, and it's just beyond our wildest expectations. It's that fulfillment of things that we maybe don't even dare to dream. And it's so beautiful. And we hear today also that he calls his first disciples. And so it's from a gospel like this where we've been talking about our new vision and mission and the last couple of weeks, and then we want to also talk about our the values that our renewal team has been praying about and God has been revealing to us, and they're just kind of epitomized in this story. The first one is the boldness of Jesus. Okay, so in our we want to be bold at our parish. That's one of our values, our core values. We see it already happening and continue. Jesus doesn't do the easiest stuff. He goes right into the darkness to proclaim the good news. And it's the same thing he does when he calls his disciples. He doesn't call, the first apostles aren't the best of the best. They're not the kings. They're not the soldiers. He calls fishermen. Okay, it's a very bold thing to do. Come follow me. And then they respond with great humility and joy. And I think that's something that, again, we see here at the parish, but we want to see it grow. Okay, so we got boldness, humility, like, who am I? But like, yes, I will follow you. And then joy, it's just, instead of being pensive, like, well, what are we going to do? Not all the details. We don't have the plan. It's just this joy to follow the Messiah, right? And then one that's kind of, it's there, but it's when Peter's called. Remember, Peter says, "Depart from me, for I am a sinful man." It's not in this particular passage, but we get out of that reverence. Okay, we get our fourth value, which is going to be reverence, because he's just like, "Depart from me, I'm a sinful man." He recognizes, in a sense, who's in front of him, and we see that, and we want to continue to build on that, especially during our Mass liturgy and sacraments, the reverence for God during our liturgy, because that builds up the awe, love, worship, reverence, and brings us closer to God, recognizing who he is. So just kind of to review here, as we were praying and discerning in our renewal group, we picked 4 values that we really just wanted to put as the core of who we are and what we do here at Our Lady of Fatima. And that's going to be boldness, that's going to be joy, that's going to be humility, and that's going to be reverence. And so when we do our examination of conscience, we can kind of think, how am I doing with those, right? And how can I grow in those? And am I bold when I evangelize? Okay, am I bold when I defend my faith? Am I joyful? And that's hard. I'm gonna struggle there with you all too, because I'm an introvert and melancholic. I always talk about that. I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing it, but yeah, joy doesn't always just come naturally to me. And so as Mother Teresa, who we found out something was in the dark night, but every day she tried to put a smile on her face, not for her, but for others. So that others felt at peace and was okay. It's not being fake, but it is trying to do We're trying to put others first and put them at ease. Okay, and so let us continue to pray and work on these things as we grow as a parish and as we put on our renewal, so that one day we may see Jesus in heaven face to face.